Everybody, happy weekend. So the question that I will address today is actually a compilation of a lot of different questions in this genre, which is I've repeatedly told my boyfriend, girlfriend what my needs are, and they kept ignoring me. What should I do? And a lot of times this person's have already told their significant other that, if you continue to do this, I will leave. I don't think I can take this anymore. I will not accept this type of behavior. So kind of the harsh words have already been said as well, but the other person continues to behave the way that they do. So how do you handle this situation? Unfortunately, this is quite common, right? So I tend to often emphasize, and I will continue to emphasize this, which is what's in your realm of control is what you think, what you say, and what you do. You do not have control over what this person will think, say, or do. You can ask them, they don't have to comply. They are their own people and they have their own will. So the question is, what are you gonna do when they continue to ignore you, like in this case? Right, I'll give an example. So my mom, she was very frustrated with my brother continuously running away from home because our home was such a horrible place to be. I can completely understand why my brother kept running away. And every time he does that, my mom would tell him, next time you do this, don't even bother coming back. I will not let you in the house and you'll have no food. Guess what? After a week, my brother comes home, dirty, tired, whatever. My mom immediately opens the door, serves the food, gives him everything. What does that teach him? It teaches him that my mom's word means nothing, right? And she did similarly to my father, who was abusive to all of us, that I will leave you, and she never did. So when we tell somebody something, like I need you to treat me this way, it's setting a boundary. But a boundary is not real if we are not willing to enforce it with action. A boundary is only real if we're willing to carry out the action if the other person violates our boundaries. And in this case, you told him that you will leave, right? If this person continues to ignore you, continues to not give you the love or the reassurance, whatever it is that you asked for in the relationship. So the other thing that I advise is in dating and relationships with people, keep your words gentle, but enforce it with action. Be ruthless with your actions, but soft with your words. Don't do it the other way around. Too many people do it the other way around, and that's bad because when you don't follow up with action, it's sort of like playing poker and the other party literally, they saw your cards, they call your bluff. What are you gonna do, right? You basically lost a ton of credibility. So a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know how to trust myself, the blah, blah. You know how you can trust yourself? You trust yourself in the very same way. You trust yourself by saying, I'm gonna do this, and you carry it out. So if you're saying, if this guy, this gal continues to do this, if they cheat again, I'm leaving. Make sure that when they cheat again, you leave. And make it hard for you to lie to yourself, right? Put it down on pen and paper so you can't lie. You can't say, oh, I wasn't sure. Maybe I'll give them a second chance. The more you ignore your own boundaries, the more you ignore your own promises to yourself, the less you trust yourself. Courage is so important. Integrity is so important because it's not just whether other people trust us, other people respect us, but it's also, are we acting in esteemable ways so that we love and we trust and we esteem ourselves? And ultimately, that's the most important. And that's why the workshop that I do is all about this. It's all about integrity. It's all about having the courage to do what is right. Because ultimately doing that is good for not just your relationship, it's good for you. I hope that's helpful, and I just love interacting with everybody. So want to say hi, and I'll see you this coming Tuesday at 5 p.m. West Coast time and 8 p.m. East Coast time. I will answer questions live then, so ask whatever. I love interacting live.